1. Earl Hayes. In 2014, upcoming rapper Earl Hayes made headlines for something that had absolutely nothing to do with his music. After gunshots were heard at his apartment, police arrived to find both him and his wife dead. According to authorities, Hayes killed his wife Stephanie in their home and then took his own life. Hayes' wife, Stephanie Mosley, was a professional dancer who had appeared on VH1 series Hit the Floor. 2. Spade Cooley. In his prime, Spade Cooley was a very popular big band leader and actor. However, his career was cut short when he was arrested, tried, and convicted for the murder of his wife in 1961. According to reports, Cooley suspected his wife of having an affair, which she admitted to right before filing for divorce, and he killed her out of anger. Cooley was sentenced to prison, but died of a heart attack while he was out on a 3-day furlough to perform at a concert. 3. Gig Young. Academy Award-winning actor Gig Young was well known for his skills as an entertainer. However, over the years he has become equally famous for being involved in a murder-suicide in which he killed his wife in 1978. At the time of their deaths, the couple had only been married for 3 weeks, and a motive for the murder was never identified. 4. Russell Neal. Russell Neal was a member of the R&B group High Five, which found success during the 1990s with their popular single, I Like the Way, The Kissing Game. In 2014, he was arrested and charged with the murder of his wife after walking into a local police station and announcing that she was dead. The woman was then found stabbed to death, and the couple's 2 children were placed in the custody of Neal's mother-in-law. 5. Claudine Longet. Singer, actress, dancer Claudine Longet once enjoyed a life in the spotlight. However, after the murder of her longtime boyfriend, former Olympian Spider Sabich, Longet has been chosen to live a very private life away from cameras. In 1976, Longet was arrested and charged with Sabich's murder after she claimed the gun went off accidentally. Longet was found guilty of negligent homicide and sentenced to serve 30 days in prison, which she was allowed to serve on the days that she chose. 6. William S. Burroughs. Author William S. Burroughs gained popularity during the Beat generation under the pen name William Lee. However, like any great author, Burroughs was full of creative ideas, one of which eventually got him in a lot of trouble. In 1951, Burroughs accidentally shot and killed his wife while trying to shoot an apple off her head. After her death, Burroughs stated, I am forced to the appalling conclusion that I would never have become a writer but for Joan's death. So the death of Joan brought me into contact with the invader, the ugly spirit, and maneuvered me into a lifelong struggle in which I had no choice except to write my way out. 7. Robert Blake. Robert Blake, who began his acting career as a little rascal, literally and figuratively, went on to have a very successful career in the acting industry. However, in 2001, he found himself in hot water when he was arrested and tried for the murder of his wife, Bonnie Bakley. According to reports, Bakley was shot to death while sitting in a car waiting for Blake, and authorities believed he was somehow connected to the incident. 8. Ray Carruth. Unfortunately for Ray Carruth, he is now more well known for being a murderer than he is for being a football star. In 1999, he was involved in the murder of his pregnant girlfriend after hiring a hitman to kill her. According to reports, Carruth blocked the woman's car with his, while another man shot her. After the incident, Carruth attempted to go out on the run and was eventually found hiding in the trunk of a car. Carruth is currently serving jail time for his involvement in the crime. 9. Chris Benoit. In 2007, former WWE superstar Chris Benoit killed his wife and their son in a murder-suicide which took place in their home in Georgia. Benoit shot his wife today and strangled his son before hanging himself. Although the motive was never clearly identified, some think Benoit may have been suffering from violent mood swings due to receiving numerous contusions. 10. Faye DeWitt. Actress Faye DeWitt may look like a sweet little old lady, but she also has another side. In 1965, DeWitt was charged with the death of her husband, Ray Allen, after she repeatedly stabbed him with a letter opener. According to reports, Allen had repeatedly abused DeWitt, and on the day of his death he allegedly broke into her home and began banging her head into the wall. 11. Sid Vicious. In 1978, after his girlfriend, Nancy Spungen, was found dead on the bathroom of their hotel room, Sid Vicious immediately fell under suspicion. Vicious was eventually arrested for the crime, stated, "I stabbed her, but I never meant to kill her." However, before the trial could be completed, Vicious died of a drug overdose. According to Vicious's mother, she found a suicide note after his death which stated, "We had a death pact, and I have to keep my half of the bargain. Please bury me next to my baby. Bury me in my leather jacket, jeans, and motorcycle boots. Goodbye." 12. Jovan Belcher. In 2012, after a very heated argument, former NFL player Jovan Belcher killed his longtime girlfriend. Belcher then drove away from the scene of the crime and shot and killed himself. Those who were close to the couple say they were completely shocked and saddened by this random incident. Because of this horrible tragedy, the couple's young daughter was left an orphan. 13. Oscar Pistorius. Olympic runner Oscar Pistorius first made headlines when he competed in the Olympic Games using 2 prosthetic legs. In 2013, Pistorius made headlines again after shooting his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp. Originally, people believed Pistorius' story that he accidentally shot her after mistaking her for a home intruder. However, Pistorius eventually found guilt and is currently serving out his sentence in his home country of South Africa. 14. Brinn Hartman. In 1998, Hartman shot and killed her husband while he was asleep. However, before cops even arrived at the scene, Hartman had killed herself. Hartman's lawyers suggested a number of things that could have been factors in bad behavior, including her substance abuse issues. In fact, Hartman had been sober for 10 years, but was reintroduced to drugs by comedian Andy Dick. 15. Michael Jace. In 2014, actor Michael Jace placed a 911 call in which he told the dispatcher, "I killed my wife." When authorities arrived on the scene, Jace's wife was found dead. Jace was arrested for the crime. Many believe that this murder grew from a domestic violence incident. During his trial, Jace pleaded not guilty for the crime. 16. O.J. Simpson. During the 1990s, former football star O.J. Simpson found himself one of the most high-profile murder cases the country has seen in years. After being accused of killing his wife and her friend, many people in the public found themselves disgusted with Simpson. Although most of the evidence pointed directly at Simpson, he maintained his innocence. Thanks to the tireless work of his attorneys, Simpson was found not guilty, but most people in the public still believe that he had something to do. In 2007, Simpson published a book detailing what he would have done if he had been the one responsible for the crime.